Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What do we have next? But the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Run the
The
ball.
the Ramblin' Wreck. Sting 'em, as they say. Uh I don't know if I hinted at this earlier, but I absolutely am hyped for this Georgia Tech team. I love this Georgia Tech team. I think they're going to be really good. Uh, they do lose Singleton at the wide receiver in the portal, but they got Malik Rutherford, and he wasn't bad last year. 62 catches, 700 yards. Not bad. I love Brent Key. He is
Yeah.
that dude. He's just he's a fun interview. I love listening to him talk. I love the way his teams play. I love the schemes that he runs. They are Georgia Tech has basically mastered the art of being a triple option team, but they pass enough so that they can recruit like a regular team. And that is a dangerous combo because from a pure scheme standpoint, option concepts have the advantage. The reason the best teams don't all run the option is because it doesn't translate to the NFL, and so it's basically impossible if you just run the pure option. Georgia Tech has mixed in a lot of the passing game with those option concepts, and that actually it gives them that other dimension that teams actually have to respect the pass, even though that's not going to be the primary target. You have to respect it, and it allows them to recruit big boy real players along the lines of scrimmage. I know they've brought in a 5-star interior offensive lineman last year. They do have a rebuild on the O line, but like I said, they've brought in some guys, unproven, but we'll see. Um, they start off with the at Colorado game. Man, that's going to be an interesting game because it's kind of a clash of styles, really. And how that game goes, that may be if Florida Tech runs away with it, that may be a good sign for the rest of the season. If they struggle against Colorado, you might want to look out.
Yeah,
I'm very high on
you wish
Georgia
that
Tech.
game were in Atlanta, not Boulder.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very high on Georgia Tech. I think that they still are more physical than a lot of teams in the ACC. I have them going 10-2 or nine and
Whoa!
three. 10-2 or
Oh,
9-3. I think their losses are probably going to be. They're probably going to lose to Georgia, although they did take them, to that legendary overtime game last year. So never say never. Um, and then Duke, Clemson are probably their two other toughest games, and I think they're significantly better than everybody else. Um,
I don't know what air you're breathing down there in the great state of Texas, but Vegas has you at 7.5. What do you know that Vegas doesn't on the over under?
well, that's going to be a little secret, but I already have some Georgia Tech over. So,
Okay,
um,
I mean,
you
I like
got to
Georgia
look.
Tech.
The
Listen.
part of this is that the second tier of the ACC is like 5 teams, and it could kind of go anyway. And so I just had to like pick one.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree, and I'm just picking a different one. I listen. I get where you're going. I mean, Haynes King when healthy, and you got to remember, what did he miss, a game or two last year? A couple of those losses were he was injured.
yeah, you got to caveat Haynes King stays healthy. But
But hear
besides
me.
besides Clemson, Duke, and Georgia, look at these teams. Who can they not beat? Colorado, Gardner Webb, Temple, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, NC State,
Oh,
Boston
I
College,
agree.
Pitt.
Agree. It's
The rest of the schedule is pretty easy.
you just need Cal, Stanford, and Virginia to really finish out the bottom half of that conference. I mean,
Yeah,
you miss SMU and you miss Miami. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, and you don't and you get they don't have Louisville either, do they? No, they're
No,
missing the top three.
part of it's schedule related.
It is schedule related. I just and listen, Jamal Haynes and Haynes King, both of them being back are tremendous. If Haynes King can stay healthy, I think he's one of the most productive quarterbacks, not just from passing but from a running perspective.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, I could see this team being 8-4, 9-3 if they, but I just don't see them beating Clemson. I don't see them beating Georgia at all. So then that gives you two automatics, and then I think the Colorado is going to be a tough task to open the season. I guess I just have them 3 automatic losses, and then I figure there's probably a banana peel somewhere else in there, whether it's Duke, who I think is a decent team, well coached, or a Pitt. I think there's another loss in there. I probably have them at 8-4. It could be 7-5. I think they're a good team. I just don't think there's talented. I think Singleton's a bigger loss than you think because when they go to throw the ball, they need someone like that. So I like them. I like their coach. I just don't have them as high as you do.
Yeah, I think 9-3, and we'll get to this towards the end of the second ACC episode, but I think 9-3 could get them into the ACC championship game simply with
It
that
could.
third loss
It
being
very well could.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Because and maybe maybe they lose to Clemson. Maybe I'm wrong. You can't always, because there are random upsets that happen, and so I was just kind of trying to pick darts here, but I really believe in Georgia Tech. I think again, barring health scares, I think they can beat anybody in the league.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
So in a one game scenario, but we will see.